So now let's navigate the actual Wireshark dashboard or home screen. So once you have your Wireshark installed, open it up and it will open up to your Wireshark Network Analyzer homepage. Wireshark's a really straightforward software, so now let's just walk through some of the key features of this software. So after successfully installing Wireshark, all we need to do is learn how to configure the software to start capturing the packets in our specified network. So look within that red highlighted box. This is where you're going to start. These are your capture options. So from this menu, you can choose one or more interfaces to capture from. So as you can see on my specific computer and my network, I have Wi-Fi available, Bluetooth, Ethernet, and VMware. So basically, you just select the protocol that you want to analyze and then start capturing what's happening on your network on that interface. So once you select one, for example, I selected Wi-Fi for this edit interface settings is going to pop up. Now I go into great detail later on how to edit this, but for the time being, let's just let the default be and click OK. So to begin a capture, we're going to click Capture in that top menu bar. So our capture prompt box is going to pop up, and you just select the interface that you want to capture. So we already selected Wi-Fi before and chose the default settings. So let's capture for that interface. So I select Wi-Fi and click Start. So let's take a look at a capture in action here. First, number 1, it's just an indexing of all my packets, right? So 1, there's the time of it. It was at the very beginning. 0, here's the source IP. Here's the destination IP, where it was going. Here's the protocol for that, the length of it, and then the info, what actually was transmitted. So until you click Stop, right here, the red square, this capture packet's going to just keep going and going and growing in file size. So once you've captured enough data or what you're looking for, you're going to want to just click that Stop button. So now we're looking at our captured packet, but as you'll note, there's an actual field at the top of your screen called Filter, right below the menu bar there. Now all you have to do is type directly into this, and this is an automatic text field, so as you start to type, it'll fill it out for you. So that's the nice thing about Wireshark. There's a lot of preset filters, so it's pretty straightforward for filtering purposes. So for this example, I wanted to find only IP addresses that included my device. So I started to type in IP, and then it popped up ip.addr space ==. Then it let me input my actual IP address I was seeking to filter. So as you can see, it filtered out every time my IP address occurred in the packet capture. So say if I was having a problem with my device, sending a file to be printed on my network office printer, I can possibly identify the issue within my network via this packet capture and filtering it down to just my IP address or just the destination IP address for the network printer. You can do various things to filter down and check different things to see, is it me? Is it the printer? Is it the network? Wireshark analyzes every packet capture that occurs on your network. So this is another example of a filter option. So I typed in DNS. It sorted only by protocols that were DNS. Now let's say we're done with our capture. We want this data for analyzing later. So first we want to just export this file. So this is simply through your File menu bar. So click File, and you'll see all these different options of saving. So for this example, I just did Wi-Fi, so I only want to look at Internet Protocol, or HTTP. So let's just export that object. I'll go into greater detail of different saving options later, but just know, to save your packet captures in Wireshark, it's via these various export functions under the File menu. Finally, one of the basics from your home screen on Wireshark is once you get that capture, you want to see the full conversation between the client and the server to analyze the possible problem. This is one of the most common things you'll do on Wireshark. So this is easily done by right-clicking the packet you want to analyze. So as you can see up in the list here, it was an internet protocol as something I wanted to see. HTTP, the first occurrence of it. I right-click it, click Follow TCP Stream. Then our Follow TCP prompt box appears. I'll go into further detail about this conversation later on that occurs within this TCP stream box. But as a Wireshark certified network analyzer, you're going to be using this Follow TCP stream often to analyze the conversations that occur with each packet capture.